and correct me if I'm wrong, you had involvement with all or most of those cartels at that point in time?
No, that was just one cartel.
Yep.
With Pablo Escobar and the three Ochoa brothers.
Correct.
And you had Gacho, and you had that German guy, I forget what his name is.
Yep.
There was 5 of them, and that was what that was. Let me explain
Please.
how that came about.
The meeting with the first cartel, the Ochoas. Is that the one you're talking about?
Ochoa was probably the brains behind this whole thing, Jorge Ochoa.
Right.
And
So
his
this
father.
is how you met them for the first time. Is that,
Okay, that's a little bit
no,
longer.
which is the one?
I can tell you how
No,
I met 'em.
tell me which is the one you're thinking of.
Oh, there's only one. I'm just tell you how.
Okay, please.
I'll just tell you why it formed. And I was there when it formed. I got blood spattered on me.
Dead set.
So, but it was formed that 10,000 people a year was being murdered in Medellín, Colombia, in 1980. And what it was Jorge has got 40 kilos of cocaine, and he sends it to north by somebody, and one gets it, and it doesn't make it in New York. They show a newspaper, they looking for something. 200 kilos was busted in New Jersey. I'm so sorry, this was part of yours. Bam, bam, bam. You stole my stuff, and he did. So Jorge Ochoa said, all right, let's start an insurance company. We will ship it to Miami and give it to your contact for $10,000 a kilo. If it's busted anywhere along the line, we will replace it right here. So they couldn't lose. And I suppose I've heard as much as 100 tons from Peru and Bolivia and everywhere else got piled up on them. So I was there the very first day. And I had a job. And I did put 500 kilos on the plane. And I'd take off and fly it in the United States. And I said, when you want me to come back? We're waiting on you, senor. As fast as I could go back and forth. I didn't go but once because it took them a couple of weeks to get the pipeline to pay me. So that's how the Medellín Cartel formed.
So your first shipment for the Medellín Cartel was 1/2 ton.
Yes.
What sort of? And also for people that don't know, how many years piloting experience have you got now, and how many did you have at the time that you moved that first 1/2 ton?
Oh, I had 10 years of experience with marijuana, and the DEA couldn't catch me, so they tried to kill me. They put metal in my engines and followed me out over the Gulf of Mexico to see where I'd crash. I didn't crash until I got to Belize, and then we found a hat full of metal shavings in the engines. So they followed me out with a sub chaser, and so they couldn't catch me. So they had me tortured in a Mexican prison. They sent and I got out of that. My wife paid me out, and later on they got me in a pool and was really working me over, and I got away from them, and that was definitely, they said we're 7 of us, and we were working the American DEA. So they were the ones who run me from Mexico and caused me to go to Colombia. So it was their fault that I was the pilot for the
Yes, we should.
really,
It's definitely them.
Oh, I go certainly 100%. I was happy with Mexico. Just right there, 5 or 6 hour flight. I could go from anywhere in Mexico.